The age-old travel hacking question, which Chase Sapphire card should I be getting? The Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserved, may be now even harder because of all the new benefits that Chase announced are going live today on August 16th, 2021. Let's talk about it. The Chase Sapphire cards are going through a mini makeover with added perks and benefits compared to what they've been holding on to for the past couple of years ever since the launch. In this video, I'm not just only going to talk about the new benefits, but even how that ties into the former benefits that are still going to hold true today. We'll start off with the Chase Sapphire Preferred and then move over to the Chase Sapphire Reserved. If you want to skip, there are chapters below and you can go ahead and tap on that whether you're on your phone or on your desktop. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card may look very enticing right now because even with all the added benefits, it's still only $95 as your annual fee, which you can get waived, by the way, if you apply within a bank. But right now it also has a 100,000 point sign-up bonus. Here are some of the new perks, especially when we're talking about travel, that make this such a cool upgrade that Chase has done. Beforehand, you were able to go ahead and get 2 times the points on all travel bookings, whether it's with Chase Ultimate Rewards or on a third-party website or directly with a car rental spot, a airfare, hotel, any of that. But now you still hold on to that 2 times the points for all travel. But what's even better is when you book directly with Chase Ultimate Reward, you are able to not just get 2 times the points, but now 5 times the points on all of your bookings. To me, who books a lot of travel and is probably on a trip about once a month at least, this is very, very valuable. Not only are you getting 5 times the points, but Chase is also giving you $50 worth of credit that you can use on the UR portal. If you're a new traveler and you're comfortable at staying at 2 3-star hotels, you're almost getting your trip at 50% off or maybe even free. Your points multiplier on dining, whether it's takeout or dining in, is now bumped up from 2 times the points to 3 times the points. You also get 3 times the points on select streaming services and then 3 times the points on online grocery purchases. This does not include superstores or wholesale clubs, so things like Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, Target, they're already automatically excluded. But all other online grocery purchases may be included for you. You can go ahead and check the list on Chase Online. And for all other purchases, you get 1 point per dollar. Some other benefits that Chase Sapphire Preferred had beforehand and will carry on now is Dash Pass, where you get free DoorDash delivery and free caviar delivery. You get 5 times the points with Lyft. That is up until March 2022. You get 5 times the points on purchases made with Peloton, as well as $60 knocked off of your membership bill with Peloton as well. You have access to Chase Sapphire experiences, which means if you go to your local zoo or museum and it's partnered up with Chase, they are able to give you some perks at either the gift shop. You may get a discount off of tickets into that museum. It just feels good when you get all those little perks as you're just going around your own city. Also have access to premier dining experiences, which I believe is very similar to Resi, which is popular with American Express. With Talk, you're able to get really curated experiences and able to get priority reservations at these top tier restaurants. Of course, you have travel, baggage, rental car insurances, which are pretty standard on every travel credit card. And the last really cool perk is every single year, as being a Chase Sapphire Preferred card holder, get 10% on whatever spend that you put on your Chase Sapphire Preferred card back to you in the form of points. So say that you spend $10,000 on your card holder year, you'll get 10% of 10,000, which is 1,000 points, back to you as a thank you for being loyal and for spending on your card. Now, let's talk about the Chase Sapphire Reserve. As of the time of filming this video and the time of these updates, the Chase Sapphire Reserve stands at an annual fee of $550, and the sign-up bonus is 60,000 points. Now, as we get into these multipliers, it gets kind of crazy. So similar to the Chase Sapphire Preferred, a lot of the boosters or a lot of the points multipliers are just very high. Let's start off with the lowest multiplier, which is just all travel in general. It is 3 times the points. But if you book directly on the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal For any hotel stays or car rentals, that booster goes up from 3 times the points all the way up to 10 times the points. Same thing goes for dining. It's actually 3 times the points with Chase Sapphire Reserved, which is the same thing as the Preferred. But now if you book on Chase Dining through Ultimate Rewards, you will get 10 times the points as well. Do note that these are luxury experiences and these experiences do not come cheap. So think about if you're really a hardcore foodie that likes the bougie lifestyle. I'm calling myself out a little bit, but that's for another video. Now let's do a little bit of a comparison. Let's talk about booking travel on the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal for Chase Sapphire Preferred versus the Reserve card. You get 5 times the points with the Preferred, 10 times the points with the Reserved. Say that you spend $1,000 on a trip and you book it through the portal. With the Preferred, you would get 5,000 points, which if you're gonna use those points and transfer them over to Hyatt, that's enough for 1 free award night at a tier 1 or a level 1 room with Hyatt. But if you're booking that exact same trip for $1,000 through the portal, you're actually able to get 10,000 points back. You now can transfer that over to a place like Hyatt and then get 2 free night stays at a tier 1 hotel, which are redeemable at 8,000 points for 1 free night. Also with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you get a $300 travel credit that is applicable to either the Ultimate Rewards site or wherever you want to book your travel, even on Airbnb. When you book on the UR portal with Chase Sapphire Reserve, your points are worth 50% more with the Reserve compared to only 25% more with the Preferred. With the Preferred, when you're using 50,000 points to redeem your travel, that's $625. With the Reserve, it's the luxury credit card for Chase. So you get a lot of bougie benefits like free airport lounge access because of Priority Pass. You get a credit for either TSA pre-check or global entry, meaning you can skip the line, or even if you're crossing the border at TJ, I mean, I'm from San Diego, y'all, so this is very relatable. You can use global entry to basically get a fast pass through the lines and bump yourself up to the front. Complimentary meals for you and a guest. Can I be the guest? Your hotel stay with the luxury collection may even mean special discounts and credits and even special amenities. Of course, there's also a Lyft credit that comes with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, just like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, but instead of 5 times the points when you ride with Lyft, you get 10 times the points. You also get access to Lyft Pink, meaning that your requests, whenever you're requesting for a ride, will actually get bumped up in priority compared to everyone else. I didn't even know about Lyft Pink until I started researching it. With DoorDash, of course, you get Dash Pass and the free delivery, but you also get a statement credit of $60 for 2021. We are here for free food, people. Here for free food. Now that we know all of the perks, all of the benefits, all the added on points multipliers, which one should you get? My answer is, it really depends on you. I recommend that if you are new to travel hacking, Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Ultimate Rewards program is very, very user-friendly because you don't need to commit to a specific hotel chain or an airline. You can transfer out the points to all the different transfer partners that they have or book directly in the UR portal. And also the annual fee is only $95 and you can waive that $95 in your first year of being a card holder. This is a great card to apply for even if you have a younger credit history. If you don't really care about all the luxury benefits like having access to airport lounges, able to get complimentary upgrades with the luxury perks, then the CSR is probably not for you, especially with a $550 annual fee. If you're currently in college and a recent college grad, maybe only have 1 or 2 credit cards at the moment and not a huge travel budget, then I would recommend the Chase Sapphire Preferred. But if you're more so like me, where I have been traveling since I was 18 and I worked in the travel industry for 7 years, and you're at that point in your life where you like things to be a little bit bougier but on a budget, airport lounges seem really, really cool to you, and you have the disposable income in order to allocate for that $550 annual fee, then go for the CSR. But something that I have to point out here right now, y'all, is the sign-up bonus for the CSP right now is incredible. If it's still at 100,000 points or even higher, then go for the CSP and then later on upgrade to the CSR. Truthfully, This is probably something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be doing a lot of awards travel towards the end of this year, and I specifically applied for the CSP so I can get that 100,000 point bonus and transfer it out to the hotel chain that I plan on redeeming all of that awards travel for. The exciting but not so exciting announcement is that Chase Sapphire Reserve is actually opening up their own airport lounges, which are going to be the Sapphire lounges. It sounds cool, and it sounds like the American Express Centurion lounges were only the Amex Platinum and the Amex Centurion card holder, and then some co-branded luxury American Express cards have access to it, because it turns out that the Chase Sapphire lounges also give access to Priority Pass members, which come with so many cards now, y'all. You can even buy Priority Pass if you really wanted to and not even have a credit card that has it. They may improve upon their lounges as they go on and as the years pass by. Their program matures, develops in popularity, maybe gets too crowded, and then they cut it off to only Chase Sapphire Reserve card holders. But that's something to note if you're interested in it, especially depending on how the whole Sapphire lounges plays out down the road. If you're deciding that, yes, I really want this Chase Sapphire Preferred or want to get to know more, I have a referral link that's linked in the description box down below. If you need a Chase Sapphire Reserve link, I currently don't have one, but if somebody else who's watching this video does, I am not against y'all putting down your referral links down below for the Reserve card. If I see your referral link for the Reserve, I'll go ahead and heart it so it will be bumped up to the top and it's easier for people to find. If you love this video and you want to see more content from me, that means a lot. So please hit like on the video and subscribe down below. It is completely free. The algorithm loves it, and I will love you too. I do release videos every single week about this, about travel hacking, about hotel reviews and tours, and even travel guides. So if you want to see more content and that interests y'all, I'll see you in the video next week. Right now, we're dropping videos every single Monday. Also, let's connect on social media. I'm not just on YouTube, but also on platforms like TikTok, as well as Instagram. And particularly on Instagram and TikTok is a place where I can connect on a more one-on-one basis with y'all, answer any questions that you may have. And I love hearing about whatever your thoughts are about credit cards, travel hacking, what your favorite credit cards are right now too. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.